right now, audience, at any moment during this pod, there's a hidden clock. You can't see the clock, but it's there. And it may or may not hit 0 during this podcast. And if it does, a police officer will be knocking at my door because somebody told me they would be calling the cops on me tonight. So now the stage is set.
Oh.
What are my options?
It could be any 3 crimes. What are my options?
Find a tombstone.
Oh. Should I just take off my clothes right now? There's no possible way I can win. I think I can assume who called the cops on you.
Kyle, who do you think called the cops on me?
I think your good friend, the food dropper offer came back.
There's
the milk turkey woman.
There's so many great, there's the child stealer, the skin crawlers, the food dropper, the Wendigos. There's so many things that go bump in the night. I'm going to send you a video. It's slightly too long for Discord, so I had to upload it to YouTube unlisted. This will be heavily edited for Patreon and YouTube because it has some doxing information, because that was the goal of the video. Okay, so real quick to preface, for those of you that don't know, for the 80th time, some of you may not care anymore, I have had an arch nemesis. There is a woman who goes around town, about a half dozen locations, and she drops off canned tuna, canned food, giant rotisserie chickens, protein milk, and gallons of milk, all just dumped together, in the hope that cats will eat it and they won't die at the end. Problem 1. Adult cats are lactose intolerant. It gives them terrible diarrhea and sometimes death if they drink too much of it. Oopie.
Oops.
Oopie. I was trying to help the cat, but oopie. Problem number 2. There's raccoons and possums and foxes all over my backyard every fucking morning when my poor wife is trying to get to the car. Because you've left wild animal food outside overnight. That's an oopie. Oopie number 4. Trey has security cameras in his fucking undiagnosed paranoid schizophrenic probably, so I immediately change him to a 45-degree angle to the drop-off location. This is 3 months ago, mind you. And I start filming, and I find out at 11 p.m. every night, like clockwork, she drops the food in the vacant lot next to my house. And so me and Kyle realize I can just time this. I go out immediately, I pick up, I put it in my trash, but then she doesn't learn her lesson. So then I have to time it. But unfortunately, she does this at the start of every podcast. So usually we're podcasting. When she does it, I look out afterwards and I go, shit, she's struck. I'm too late. But there was one podcast recording where Kyle goes, I'm 10 minutes late. I look at the camera on a whim. She's out there. I yell at her. I think I've won. I don't get any personal information, but I don't feel like I've won. So I go to Facebook and I go, guys, this person sucks. They did this. Don't do this if you're them. Hoping to shame them. A month goes by.
You had that one guy who responded to you and he was like, check out this dildo.
Yeah, somebody went, yeah, can you believe people suck? This is a dildo I found, by the way. I was like, I don't think these are the people I want on my side.
Like, I don't think this is the same person.
Yeah, and it was just like, just objectively, she's making the area more harmful for the cats because there's all these predators that are being drawn to the area by the copious amounts of buffet laid out. And so, but a month goes by, and I notice a block away, there's another stash of food being dropped off. And I go, okay, so she thinks I've not caught on. Then the people move out on the next lot over. And one day I walk by around the tree line, there's a pile of food there, and I go, shit, she thinks I can't look around the tree line. But then a week later, people move in there. And what does she do the very next night? It's back in the spot. She thinks I'm just some asshole that got lucky and spotted her. She didn't see my security cameras. She doesn't know I'm fucking insane and have been obsessed with her for months, Kyle. She doesn't know she's a main character on our podcast. And so I go, surely she's not doing it the same time every night. And so I spend a week documenting her back and forth. 11 p.m. on the dot. Last night, a red car pulls up. I think nothing of it, but then someone gets out and I go, oh, I'm naked. And so I get dressed, I get my shoes on, and as I get out there, they've already sped off, and there is 2 empty cans of cat food just laying there. They have a different vehicle. They have an accomplice.
See, your problem is you're not fully committed. I think running out there stark ass naked
It's just
would
shock
have
and awe.
helped.
She's like, I never am going back to doing this again. Yeah, I should just do my own crime. I should just do public indecency. I live right across from a Brahms where people are eating ice cream, and then there's a woman with cat food being chased by a naked man. That's a good sight.
You have to just scream incomprehensibly. You have to make it a terrifying experience.
So, that brings us to tonight. I go, okay, the pod is tonight. My life is a joke. It's just going to wait. So I tell my wife, I'm going to use this 100-foot HDMI cable, and I'm going to run the monitor from our security camera into the stream room. So while I'm podcasting, I can watch the camera. I tell Kyle, hey, in 10 minutes, we're ready to go. The camera is now fully off. Both monitors are off. I'm swapping the HDMIs. I swear on everything, I wish I had a camera. I plug in the HDMI, and she is getting out of the truck, and I throw the monitor on the ground. I don't know how my wife didn't wake up, and I sprint out the back door looking just like this because I was just about to film the pod. So this is what the woman saw. And I have the flashlight, and I have the video, and Kyle, here is this. So far, the clock has not said yet that the cops are going to show up at my house. So that's good. It'd be really funny if it happens during this.
It'll be really funny if you invite them into this room and on camera give them the whole ordeal.
We'll get into my phone call with the police because, yes, after this video, I did have a conversation with the police.
Ooh!
You can guess how that went, but we'll get there. We'll cross each bridge one at a time. Now, for some reason, my phone, I recorded it sideways, but it kept it portrait, so you might have to crane your neck. I don't know why it did that. I recorded in landscape, but it came out portrait.
It came out portrait, and that means that it uploaded it as a YouTube short. It says this is a YouTube short.
Yeah, it is unlisted, so nobody can see it, thank goodness. But yes, I uploaded a YouTube short of me harassing a woman trying to feed animals, if that's how you want to put it. So let me get back to the beginning here. You let me know when you hit start. It's only 1:16. Audience, this will be pretty edited. You won't see the full video because as much as I would like to, I cannot dox another human being on my podcast.
I mean, I don't know.
It might be the next step. I have a phone call scheduled with a Facebook administrator tomorrow.
You just got to do it like they do on cops. Just blur the face. We don't have the signature. We blur the face.
There's also a lot of things I say that are doxing here, so.
Oh, okay, yeah, you can't blur that.
Yeah,
all right,
yeah.
I'm pressing play right now. Oh, she's just right. Is that her?
That's her. Obviously,
you
gotta
are
blur that.
Confronting.
Dude. I've
What's your
blacked
name?
out.
The cops, huh?
I said, what's your name?
Okay, let me get this. All right. You know, cats are allergic to milk. You're
She wants to know
poisoning
my
them.
name.
You're also making my neighborhood look like shit, so you're gonna pick that up.
I am going to pick that up, and you need to step back because you are too close to me.
You need to
I'm
step
sorry, is
back,
this your property?
sir.
No,
It's a public road,
Look
ma'am.
at me. She told me
I
I need
live
to step
right there.
back. I'm wearing
Do
a
you live
Mean
here?
Girls t-shirt.
it is a public
Go.
road, but you're
Go.
threatening me, and I'm going to call the police. So
Go-
can you
please.
go right there?
Please, I've been telling them about this, and I told them I get the license plate. They said, let us know. We'll go to her address. We'll find her.
Okay.
I've got weeks of this footage on my security camera.
Okay. Well, I'm going to call the police, and you live right there
Yeah,
because you're very threatening.
you go right ahead.
You live right there. All right, I'm calling the police. Wow. You should have literally just pulled a, do you know what you are, ma'am? And then point at your shirt. A mean girl.
I realize I'm wearing my Bass Pro Shop shirt. She's like, a fish?
She seemed very annoyed at you, uh-oh.
I think I heard a knock at the door. Hold on.
Oh, get him in here. Get him in here. Please get him in here.
False alarm, it's fucking fireworks.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I thought it would have been really funny if you answer the door and the cops are just eating milk turkey and they're like, listen, man,
we got a
there's
deal.
nothing we can do. We got a
paid
deal
us
going on.
But I don't know how other people handle confrontation. I literally black out. I feel my heart go like warm. Maybe this is how I'm going to have a heart attack. I really shouldn't care this much about these things. I should just ignore these things. But like I genuinely just start shaking. And then not until I get back in here and I message you, do I come back to sentience? And I go, I may have been way too mean to her. And I have to review the footage before I upload it and send it to you. And I go, oh, I was confrontational, but I was nice about it.
If I was feeding a stray cat and a man came out to me and said, sir, you have to stop, and he like had a heart attack and fell over, I can assure you I'm never feeding the cat again.
Yeah. And you can tell I black out because I had so much plan that I wanted to say, but I just go, you're poisoning cats. I'm calling the cops also.
You're like, I've been dealing with this. I'm getting the footage. I could show it to the cops. Milk is poison, by the way. And you're like, yep.
Oh shit, I gotta call the cops on this guy. So anyway, she's driving away. As she's driving away, I go, shit, she's gonna talk to the cops before me and lie to them. So I have to end the video and I call the cops. And I don't remember the non-emergency line. So I call the emergency line, which you never wanted. They're immediately not gonna be on your side if you're talking about this bullshit. And they go, hey, no, what's your emergency? And I go, a woman just and then I realize I haven't planned how to explain this to a police officer yet to not sound insane. And I go, there's a woman for months who's dumped food next to my house. I just caught her and then she left and I got her license plate. And he goes, okay, what's the address? And I tell him, and he goes, is she still there? And I go, well, no. Why would she still be here? I go, no, she's not still here. He goes,
she's tied up. I got her tied up right here. Do you want to talk to her?
Yeah. He goes, is the food and garbage still there? I go, well, no. I told her to pick it up. And he goes, oh, well, we can't do anything about that. And I went, excuse, I have photos and videos from the last 3 months. And he goes, yeah, can't really do anything about it. And he goes, what was her license plate? And I told him, he goes, which way was she going? I go, north on this street. And he goes, do you want to talk to an officer? And I went, why? And he goes, yeah, I don't know. He's not really going to be able to do anything, but I have to let you know you can talk to an officer about this. And I go, will he be able to do something? He goes, no. And I go, so what do you want me to do? And he says, well, you have to call us while she's there. And I go, do you want me to stop her? And he goes, no, sir, that'd be illegal. And I go, then I'm fucked. So then and this is, for months people have been telling me to go to the police. And so I go, I have camera footage. I have her in the act doing it. I have months showing her doing it around town. And he goes, yeah, we have to catch her doing it.
It's so funny. It's like, I've been punched in the throat. And it's like, is he still there? And you're like, no. And they're like, listen, bud, there's really nothing we can do.
They may have taken that more seriously. He may have just been like trying to make up a fake law for why he didn't send an officer to help me. Because he was, I really should have said yes, but I was just so embarrassed. Like, he like talked me down. He was like, do you want to talk to an officer? I can say. I was like, well, no, I guess not. If he's just, what do you mean? You want me to say yes when you're telling me he won't do anything? I look like, that's insane.
I think you less need a police officer and more need like a 1930s whiskey drinking like detective.
Have
like
you ever seen?
Into a
Have you seen Raising Arizona?
Yes.
Okay. The guy that's the embodiment of comeuppance who rides the motorcycle and the rattlesnake explodes when he goes by. That's what I need. I need that man.
To be fair, there is a chance that 5 minutes later they got a call from her.
So while on the call, I go, by the way, is she on the phone? And he goes, no, sir, she hasn't called us yet. And I asked like 2 more times. I was like, she hasn't called about me. He goes, no, sir. And I go, she said she's going to call you. And he goes, okay. Anything else? And I went, no, have a good day. And he goes, sir, would you like the non-emergency number for the future? I go, yes, please. And I wrote it down. And he goes, anything else? I go, no, thank you. Goodbye.
I love the police having the non-emergency number. Like you're calling for something, but you're like, it's not top priority. But if you guys like have a random Wednesday where you're not doing anything, I think the best possible scenario would be while you're on the call with him, she called, and then he just like put you guys on like a 3-way call.
Talk this out, guys. Who has the talking drumstick?
He just mutes one of you every once in a while. He's like, all right, don't talk over one another.
He's doing an Aiden Ross dating show with us on it.
Oh my God. I really hope that 4 months from now, To be fair, if 4 months from now this ends with her killing you in the street, this podcast, much like a singer, like after they die, all their like albums blow up. I guarantee this podcast will blow up.
There's a moment in the video where she calmly is still ignoring me and says, "What's your name?" and reaches in the back of her truck, and I thought she was guiding me to her gun collection. I did think in that moment, I went, fuck. And that's why I went, you're poisoning the cats just in case that would change your mind. I did for a brief moment, and I looked back and I was like, my wife is sleeping over there. I should have let her know I could have woken her up for this. She would have preferred it.
To be fair, if she heard an extremely loud series of bangs, she would have just been like, those damn kids and their fireworks.
She would have 100% thought it was the fireworks. But yeah, now there's this weird moment where 100% after we film this podcast, I'm punching in her make, model, and license plate and finding out where she lives because she knows where I live. And
so it's only fair.
We need to be even. I'm not going to do anything with it. I would never dox a person. I would never post anybody's information to Craigslist for a cheap Nintendo Switch. That's not something I would do. I would never be petty. I would never even do that to a friend, let alone a fucking enemy of mine.
All you need to do is go to the store, buy a shitload of turkey, shitload of milk, and a shitload of tuna, and every night just bring her a package.
Yeah, just an olive branch.
See how she likes it.
Do you know?
She likes it.
After the phone call with the officer, I went, okay, so I have to catch her in the act. That to me, like the officer was trying to talk me down, but in my head, I went, he wants me to follow her. He wants me to call her before the act is done. So I went, okay, I get her address. I park out at 10:30. I follow her on her routes. And then before she arrives at my route, I can call and they'll be there waiting. Genius.
Hello, officer. I need you to go to this
I'm following
address.
a woman. She will be here waiting for you, frightened for her life.
I've been following this woman for 3 hours. You're going to see her get out of her car. She's going to take something out of the back of the truck. It's going to be meat and milk. Cuff her right then and there.
Sir, she already called about you. We're right behind you, actually. We're going to be arresting you tonight, actually. Sorry, we have a who called first policy, and she called us first, so we have to arrest you.
God damn.
So, audience, what are my options at this point? My current real idea is there's like a Nextdoor / Facebook like neighborhood like page community where I first posted about this. And I was like, this might be too much to get me banned. And so I'm going to contact the admins tomorrow and be like, hey, here's this video of this thing that is happening in our community. It is relevant. You guys all told me to go to the cops. Hundreds of comments I got, okay? Went local neighborhood viral. Everyone in the neighborhood commented, let the cops know this lady sucks. Cops told me, not do anything about it. So now I feel like I have to go to the community, and now I've got her face and vehicle I can publicly shame for real. I feel like you're judging me and you just want this to happen for podcast content. What genuinely, as a friend of me, do you think I should do?
I think, while I don't think revenge is good, I think it's content.
Right. Well, yeah. So as your podcast partner, but I'm saying I'm your brother telling you about this. What would you say to your brother at this point in the crossroad?
Definitely like the townspeople.
Okay. I'm thinking flyers on bulletin boards and like, have you seen this woman? She has milk.
I think shaming her. I think putting that up at all the grocery stores, and the next time she tries to buy all that milk, they're going to be like, you're the woman on the posters.
Yeah, the minimum wage Walmart cashier is going to call out the woman on the poster. Wait a second. I just make her locally famous.
You need to buy all the billboards in your town. Slap her up there.
Now here's the problem. It is easy to complain about somebody and be called a Karen very quickly. It is very hard to point a camera phone at somebody and say, "Excuse me, are you feeding the cats?" and look like the better person. Everyone was on my side before, back when I was the underdog. Do you think there's anything in this video that makes the community turn on me and I become the villain? Because I think I watched it back and I went, no, I think but I'm me, so I'm biased.
I didn't see anything in there that makes me turn against you. If you
Okay.
like, it started kicking her car.
Yeah.
And like,
I want, yeah. In my head during the blackout, whenever I came out of it, I was like, I think I told her to like die. I think I wished illnesses upon her because that's what I wanted to do going into it. And then I watch it back and I go, oh, I only swore once. I was very proud of myself when I watched it back. I thought I was cussing up a storm. I thought I was way more vulgar about it because she said I was threatening her. And in my head, I went, oh, I need to calm down a little bit. But then I watched it back and I went, well, hold on.
I mean, all that she knows is that every day the food is gone and she assumes the cats are eating it. So I think the second she sets it down, you run out there and then like a goblin, like gobble onto it and start eating the meat and being like, finally dinner, I've been waiting all day.
Do you think there's a real chance she comes back to that exact location again after tonight? I don't know if I'd be proud of her or I'd implode as a person. I don't know what that would do to me.
There's definitely a debate of either I'm going to wait a little bit because that crazy guy was annoying and it was a one-time thing, he's an asshole, I'm going back again tomorrow.
I hope more crime happens outside because I'm officially that paranoid where my security camera monitor is against my wall right here, and I'm in this room 24/7 streaming, editing, podcasting, watching YouTube videos. I have a 24/7 backdoor cam, eyes on it, ready to go. I hope so.
Oh man. I assume I gotta have a neighbor that's just like you, that's just going through this shit, and I just don't even know.
That's true. Yeah. I have many neighbors, and and I thought about involving them, but I go, nah, they won't. There's no, I always assume everyone's going to be against me. I go, this is how my neighborhood hates me, I bet. They go, wait, there's cats we can be feeding? And then more people just start feeding the cats. Is 100% what would start happening. But
it's like, if you didn't pick up the trash, it would get so bad that it would become noticeable.
It was storm season. It was blowing fucking everywhere. There was shrimp cocktail sauce. Who does that? Like, there's just so many decent ways to even do the bad thing that she shouldn't be doing. She's doing the stupid thing in the stupid way.
Oh my god. At some point, I want you to throw these up for the YouTube viewers. I also fed animals.
I hope it's just
in
photos
my
of you in my backyard jumping. You're like, so that's my mom you met. It's you at a family reunion with your mom.
I had a group. I had a mama duck and her babies walk up to my front door.
Oh.
Right up to my front door, and they're quacking. So I feed them Cheerios. I break up little apple Cheerios and I feed them. And then they try running into my house. Like, I instantly domesticate them. They're like, okay, we live here. And they try getting in my house and I have to block them. And I have to chase them off of my property.
To avoid our audience calling us hypocrites forever, I need you to explain to me how this is any different.
This would be different if every night for these ducks I was putting out like tins of lasagna and then not cleaning them.
If the ducks came back 7 days in a row, are you feeding them 7 days in a row?
If they sit right outside my front door and do like sad quacks where they're like, wah, wah, then
they're French.
Wah, wah, then I'm bringing them the lasagna. I don't care.
Yeah, I was gonna say because then they're dependent, and then you go on vacation. You have to leave a mass amount of food outside, or they'll starve. You've domesticated the ducks.
Hey there, duckies. Little duckies. Hey Hi there, little babies. Hi there. Bye-bye, duckies.
That's so amazing.
They're
Just came
adorable.
right up to your door.
They were just
Wow.
knocking door to door for food.
Your life is awesome. This is the best. Like we're always opposite sides of the coin. Like I have the hell version of this. You have that's a beautiful version of this. That's the ideal situation. Instead, I have cats with sepsis dying on my lawn. God, the cats hate me though. They know. They know there's something like every night there's more cats and they just stare at me as I go to investigate the new food pile.
Can you imagine the cats, like, they've been, like, conditioned to see that truck roll up and they get excited, and then you go out there and then she puts all the food back onto the truck and drives away? Like, they know. They know that's your fault.
Dude, that's how I figured it was happening tonight. Because, like, an hour ago, I go out and there's, like, 5 cats in a circle around the area. Like, they know something I don't know. Like, they can detect the weather. They can detect this woman is in the area. And then just more and more cats keep coming out. And I'm watching on the security camera. And that's when I go, okay, I got to go put it in my room. It's happening tonight. And then I plug it in. And then she's just there. And I go, oh, my God, I almost missed it.
Oh.
So
Cannot
anyway.
wait to see the developments. If we had started early today, we would have missed this.
We would have missed this. I'm coming down a little bit. I came in real hot. I came in sweaty. It's 105 degrees outside every day this week because of our weight loss challenge. My main thing has been cardio. I've been walking 3.5 miles every day. And because it's a good habit, even though it's 105 degrees and the weather says don't go outside, here's a warning, you'll die. I am still for an hour every day at noon walking 3.5 miles and getting 10,000 steps in.
God damn. How are you doing on your progress, bud?
I am hard stuck at 200/201. I'm trying so hard to break the threshold. I don't know what biologically happens in the body that I can drop from 206 to 201, 200. But it just knows. It knows I want to see the one at the front.
Maybe you're like those bikers that get the really beefy legs. Like you're putting on muscle in your legs and you're gaining weight.
No, I got chicken legs. It's kind of crazy. I'm like a potbelly pig. It's all in my stomach, chest, and face.
I'm doing pretty good. The pounds are dropping. I went back to the gym on Sunday.
Yeah. Are you healed?
No. I did a good old fashioned like physical therapy workout with like the baby dumbbells and the baby weights, but I
thought
enough.
you saw a physical therapist. You just decided what physical therapy was?
Yeah, I just figure you just do lighter weights.
Yeah, that's all that means.
If you break an arm, you just go from the 35 pound to the 5 pound. That's all you do.
But then when you upgrade back to the 35,
yeah, it's gonna hurt like shit and it's gonna re-rip. The one thing we did that has like it changed my life, and I'm gonna go buy it at the store. It's like a giant foam like bread rolling pin. And you lie on your side and you put like your arm and your armpit on it, and then you just like roll, and it like rolls up your muscles. And it was amazing. At one point, it like my shoulder popped so hard from it, and like all the pain in my arm was gone for like 30 seconds.
I love that you're at a point in your 30s where you can still discover new things like muscle massagers, which are things that everyone has in their house and doesn't describe as a rolling pin. I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's a big rolling pin.
Yeah, they're fantastic. You didn't already have one?
No.
Yeah, you get a leg cramp, your back's hurting, your arm's a little sore. It's great for that.
It was amazing, and now it hurts bad, but in like a post-workout way, but in like all the muscle ways that it's been hurting for the last 2 weeks is like starting to go away. So I think I'm almost better.
Now, do you think one of your biceps is slowly getting bigger than your other bicep, like Quagmire when he discovers internet porn?
Yep, exactly. I've been using the left hand for everything, so it's been ooh.
By the way, nice shirt. I don't think I've seen you wear this shirt. It is very groovy for the audio listeners, is how I
It's
would
my
describe
groovy shirt. Ooh.
it. It reminds me of like a 70s dating show. God, can you believe that guy killed all those people?
One more sentence of context, please.
The dating show killer.
What do you mean the dating show killer? Is that a real thing?
You don't know about the dating show killer? Oh my God, can we be a
No!
true crimes podcast? Okay. I only know about it because I watched the Anna Kendrick film Woman of the Hour about it. There was this guy who serial killed women. Basically, he would be a photographer for women trying to get into modeling. And if he could get them alone enough, he would just murder them. And he did this a lot. And he had the, who was the sexy serial killer that never got caught because the police officer was like, he's too hot to kill women? Ted Bundy. Is that Ted
That's
Bundy?
that's a really good alibi, is being really hot.
That literally was it, though. Like people put the posters out and people were like, he looks like Ted Bundy, but he's really nice and really hot. I don't think it's him.
Yeah.
But anyway, this guy kills a ton of women, and one night he kills a woman, and the next night he gets drawn to go on that classic 70s dating show where it's guy number one, where would you take me if I was a ice cream sandwich? What would you do on our first date? And it's chilling because he's just a regular guy who the night before killed like his 15th victim. And he won the dating show. He won the dating show. And this is where he started getting caught. He attempted to kill the woman that picked him on the dating show. She got away. She's played by Anna Kendrick. And so like she kind of starts tipping him off, and then he kills a couple more women, and then one finally escapes, and the police are like, are you sure you're not just like a girl mad at your husband? Which happened a lot back then. It really sucked for women. Women all the time would like, people like, how did serial killers exist back then? We just didn't respect women. It was kind of a nationwide epidemic. It was kind of crazy. But anyway, now that I brought the pod, yeah, there you go. That's the dating show killer.
We really got to do like a true crime segment like once a week. I mean, that's what the girls like.
Okay,
girls love murder.
They do.
All things considered, girls freaking can't get enough of murder.
They like murder when on TV and hot. I don't think if we were in Making a Murderer, they would enjoy it. They'd be like, well, I would have known that from a mile away.
Yeah, it's a little bit of the mystery, like you know, you're setting it up and you're like, but nobody could have seen what happened next.
After having the conversation about the next serial killer, Kyle would go on to murder 23 children that night. Like, could you imagine me having to do the podcast? Well, egg on my face.
Listen, like I was saying earlier, if you get shot by the food lady and then I end up going to jail for being a serial killer, this podcast is going to explode.
Through the roof.
Through the roof.
Tell your friends about it. If me and Kyle vanish one day, just assume that's exactly what happened. Share that story everywhere.
Oh my God. Are you ready for a week of sleepless nights?
No.
Isn't fireworks season the best?
I'm not. It's already started, man. Like I said,
it's not even
250th
July
celebration.
yet!
Yeah, I know. Like I said, they started allowing it June 20th to celebrate the 250th birthday of America. They said, okay, 2 extra weeks of being annoying. And then you say, hey, that's a little annoying. And then they go, you hate freedom. And then you say, why are you being annoying? And they say, because it's legal. And it goes, that's a crazy reason to choose to be annoying. That can't be it. But yeah, I celebrate the 4th of July at my grandparents' house, as I do every year. We had a good time. We shot Roman candles, played volleyball. I hit the ball once, and I screamed and almost peed my pants. It went really fast at me and was terrifying. We usually play like all 20 of us, 10v10, so there's just so many people. We had walking tacos. It was delicious. And unfortunately, at a classic family gathering, there's all kinds of great desserts. There was 2 apple pies, Kyle. There was a cookie cake. It was this fucking big. There was peanut butter cookies. There was cupcakes. There was even watermelon. And I told my wife before going, I went, you can't let me eat any of that. I can just have the protein and the walking taco with all the veggies. Because that's just so much. Even the watermelon I can't have. It's so much sugar. So many calories. And she looks away for 1 minute, and I've already eaten my walking taco, and I'm just staring lovingly at this cookie cake. And I walk over while she's having a conversation, and I just grab a handful. And I walk back over, and Taylor sees me, and he yells at her, and I go, "Shut up!" And I shove it in my mouth. And then he goes to the fucking WAMO Discord and snitches on me. I don't know if you... Yeah,
I
you
saw
responded
that.
to it. Yeah, and he goes, "Trey's being a fat ass. He's going to lose the challenge." And then I didn't finish it. And I went, "Okay, I'll stop eating it." And they go, No, finish it. You wanted to eat it so bad. It was so important. And so then I shamefully licked the icing off my hands while they stared at me like judging parents.
When I saw that comment, Kyle's gonna win, Trey is being a fat ass, I had assumed that you were like on your third day street of like binge junk eating, like you'd relapsed.
No. I am still 3.5 miles every day, no matter how hot it is getting out there. If I don't show up for the podcast one day, I might be, asleep on the side of the highway, just of heat stroke. I'm just chugging as much water as I can, trying to stay hydrated. Yeah, I'm just hard stuck at like 200/201. Have you done a weight check recently?
Yes.
What's your weight?
I was down to about high 202, low 203.
This is the best competition we've ever had. But it's officially July 1st. We officially have 31 days on the clock until we arrive at Goofy Guy.
If you could text me the exact days I am going to put in for some vacation.
You have not, dude. Hold on. I'll message you right now. I just pinged everyone. Look in the hold on. It's already in the announcement section of the Goofy Guy Discord. Okay, July 31st to August 2nd. That is a Friday, Saturday, and a Sunday.
Now, am I showing up to your place on like early 31st or like late 30th? What's the plan?
Whatever tickles your pretty little heart. You are always welcome to ride up to Kansas City with us. If you need to show up the night before, feel free. That's always a good time. Show up day of. All is good. We've got room. Just let me know, not the day of, please. Because I know 2 days before I'm like, "Hey, so what's the plan?" You go, "Yeah, I'll let you know." And the day before you go, "I got to ask how it works for this." And then you're like, you might do that thing where you're like, "Hey, last time you were at my house at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
And what happened was I stayed up till 4 a.m. and you went, "Never mind, I'm going to take a nap. I'll be there at noon." And I stayed up all night waiting for you to show up. And I go, "Boy, he should be an hour away by now." And you go, "I haven't left yet," which is crazy to do. And you've done this several times in our friendship where I'm like 30 minutes away. He hasn't updated me in a while. And you go, "Haven't left yet."
Ooh. I might just do one of those fun things where like I work different days and then a coworker fills in for me and then I don't even have to use any vacay.
Whatever works, buddy. Whatever gets you to Goofy Guy. It's going to be a great time. Have you started your presentation?
No.
Okay, you better start your presentation. Priscilla just finished hers. Oh no. I had 1,000 ideas. I finally picked one yesterday, and now I realized I can't do that idea, so I still don't have an idea. So I have 31 days to lose more weight than you.
What was the really good idea you gave me last week that I said I was going to do?
I gave you a really good idea last week that you said you were going to do.
On the podcast, we were talking about something, and you're like, "That should be your presentation." And I'm like, "That should be my presentation."
God
Dude,
it's
damn
sitting here. One audience would have to tell us. I mean, unless I watch it back, which I might watch it back, and like that's such a specific, small piece of I don't remember. Why do you have? You should have notes for the podcast of like through threads for next week. Oh yeah, me and Trey talked about this. I got to do this. Why do you do? I have Microsoft Notepad open 24/7. People make fun of me. People should have notepads open more often.
I
Have
literally
a pencil
like
and paper.
like before we go live, I like go to my like Twitter bookmarks and I'm like, what did I bookmark this week? Was there something that happened?
That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't remember. But anyway, I fucked myself by catching the stupid cat lady because I need to figure out my format, and I couldn't figure out the format. I was puppet show, shadow puppets, Gru, easel board. But then my wife said,
I think that's what it was. I think just puppet show. I think I want to do puppet show.
maybe that's what it was. Well, to go back, we could just say something right now, and you'd be like, oh yeah, that's what it was. You were gonna do a puppet show about how Trey caught the cat lady. No, what it was is Priscilla said movie, and I went, oh my god, documentary. And she goes, well, that's not what I said. And I go, no, but you said movie, which I had not thought about doing something like that for a presentation. Then I thought documentary, and then I went, I could do a Zodiac Killer true crime documentary about how I catch this cat lady. I'll do stakeouts in the car. I'll leave bait out for her. I'll get the security footage. I caught her. Yeah, I can't really do that anymore.
I don't think the story's over yet. I think it's just getting started.
Dude, that's the beginning of the presentation. That's the beginning. Is like, well, kind of like Connor. I think it's just getting started. 2 nights later, a dead cat is left on Trey's porch. So you have a habit of getting in trouble. If you don't want to talk about this, fair enough. But, you know, I just thought I'd dip my toes. I like to check into your stream from time to time. And sometimes I like to remind myself why I don't stream anymore or why I don't play games like Deltarune. And I open your stream, and for 2 hours, you did one of my favorite things streaming, which is you pick a bit that you like, and you realize nobody else likes it, and you go, okay, I'm going to show how much pride I have over actually entertaining people, and I'm going to do this until there's one viewer left, which you did. Kyle, tell the audience what you did last night.
There's nothing funnier than being the only person that thinks something is funny.
It's hilarious.
I was just playing a game that has no voice acting. No voice acting, whatever, which means I have to give every single character their own unique voice based purely on how I think that character sounds. All of my voices are terrible and don't match though. So I get across the sweetest like little girl character that like has a knife and tries to kill you.
And you know what you gotta do with that? You go, hey, oh boy, wants me to go over there. You got it.
I go hard into the, ooh, you know what's gonna hit you, brother. Ooh. I hit the Macho Man Randy Savage, which is one of the few voices I can
Undertale, it's over for you at disaster.
Everybody's like, that voice doesn't fit at all. You can't do that voice. That's a terrible voice. And I'm like, all right, this is the voice now.
I saw 15 different people threaten to kill you during a Twitch stream. And it reminded me of something whenever I'm streaming, which is I will always try to entertain people, but the moment somebody like does something like that, I heel turn so like the chat will just in general be like, hey, maybe don't do that. And I'll do it for maybe 20 more seconds just to like convince myself I'm doing it on my own, because I don't like to do anything unless I feel like I'm making the decision. It's a weird tick. But then in that 20 seconds where I'm counting down, I go, okay, then I'll drop it. One person always goes, I will kill you. You need to stop. I'll unfollow. And I go, okay, I'm doing this for 3 hours because I will never stop doing something because somebody else wants me to. And I will drive the stream. I will end the stream with -5 followers.
I keep trying to like do a voice that like, because there's so many voices that like you think you can do, and then you start to do it and you can't. So I'm like, all right, Austin Powers, and I'm like, that's an easy one. I'm like, yeah, baby, yeah, oh baby, and I'm like, okay, I can't actually do Austin Powers.
Okay, we're gonna play a game here. Okay.
Okay.
I need you. We're each going to pull up 3 cartoon characters that either one of us is, so you're going to pick 3 for me and I'll pick 3 for you real quick. So this is where I'm going to fast forward. Patreon, you're just going to see us look for a second. Do you want to do a voice first, or do you want me to set the tone here? And this,
All right,
we're gonna do the voice acting Olympics.
All right, I want you to start with the voice.
Okay. Send me your first character that you need a voice for.
Can I say it?
Oh, I thought you were gonna send me a photo. Or you just tell me the character? Sure.
Any Patrick Warburton.
Okay, hold on. I gotta look at him. Okay.
Joe from Family Guy, Kronk,
Mm-hmm.
all the classic Patrick Warburtons.
Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna come in hot.
God. I better.
All right, we're doing a podcast here. Oh, fuck me. That's not him. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're doing a podcast. Fuck, that's not. I swear.
You sounded so polite and exasperated.
Dude, I charged. I looked at the face of Kronk. I made his face, and I marched. I went, I'm Kronk. Yzma, what are we doing? That's not what he sounds like. I can use. Oh my god. Okay, I'm definitely gonna lose round one. But let me fire back here. Okay.
Okay.
So round one was I to do Kronk. Round two, or continuing round one. Kyle, here is your character. I don't remember its name, but that's its face. Please give this character a new voice. You don't have to imitate it. I want you to give it what you think it should sound like.
Oh, just
we're
what
giving
this character
things
sounds
voices.
Like? Okay. Yeah. All right, let's work it out. All right. If a balloon could talk.
Yeah, Kyle, go ahead and come in here. You're auditioning for the part of Balloon in Amazing World of Gumball. I what do you got for us? Just go ahead and take it away.
Hey, I'm a balloon that can talk. I'm floating here. I'm a balloon that can talk.
You're the balloon that can talk that's floating here. The balloon for
That's
Cusco.
true.
The Cusco balloon?
I'm the Cusco balloon.
I'm Patrick Warburton as Costco. It's Kronk.
I love shopping at Costco. That's so cool.
All right, we both lose round one. Okay. Round two, please give me the name or face that I need to give a voice to.
I'll give you an easy one. I'll give you a low ball. Hit me with a Squidward.
Okay, see, we're doing a different challenge here. We're doing two different challenges here. Okay, you want me to imitate existing voices. I want you to create new voices. Okay. Can you come in as SpongeBob and you're asking me a question?
I'll come in as Plankton, and I'm trying to steal a Krabby Patty.
Okay, perfect.
Hey, Squidward! I want a Krabby Patty.
You can have it. They're free.
Squidward, why the hell do you sound like that?
I don't know. I sound like SpongeBob impersonating Squidward. You know in the episode where they're all Squidward? Yeah, Squidward. This is what I sound like.
You sound sick. I don't want a Krabby Patty. I'll come back later.
Did you just trick me into showing off your Plankton impersonation?
I didn't know how you were going to sound.
You clearly did not understand what I wanted this bit to be, and I just look like the shittiest voice actor. Kyle's like, do the most iconic and indistinguishable voice ever, Trey. Me, do this balloon. What would a balloon sound like, Kyle? Okay, here's round two. I'm going to immediately escalate it. Here's a photo. Here's what I was intending here.
Okay,
Kyle, okay, here's your next character. We don't have a voice for it yet. We don't even have a name.
What in the goddamn?
So yeah, you see where I was going here. This is a toilet with a face on it. What does he sound like?
What would a toilet sound like if it could talk
And looked like that?
a toilet that can talk.
Oh my God, Father! I'm the balloon from earlier.
I've been looking for you my whole life.
I've been floating away. Why can't you float, Father?
I don't know. I'm a toilet.
I'm floating here. What? How does this happen? I'm also here, Yzma.
Everybody listening is like, this is one of those goddamn 11 p.m. podcasts, isn't it?
I wish the cat lady had taken him out. Okay, Kyle, what's my final impersonation of an existing character?
I would like to hear one Marge Simpson, please.
What's Marge doing?
Marge is eating a bologna sandwich.
Homie, you've outdone yourself on this baloney.
And that's Marge Simpson enjoying a bologna sandwich.
That was like scarily good. That was like you could upload like a JPEG of Marge and call the video Marge Eats Sandwich ASMR and it would like get 1 million views.
Audience, go ahead and do that and get us 1 million views, please. Thank you. We learned I can do one voice, and that's Marge Simpson enjoying a sandwich, not saying anything. Okay. Let's end this bit. Kyle, here's your final character for round 3. Audience, we're almost done. You could fast forward past this.
Oh, the bully.
Yeah. What do you think this bully from the Fairly Odd Parents sounds like?
No.
He's a part of the balloon family tree.
A bully, you gotta give him that kind of puberty, but he's also been held back. So he's kind of like Where's my lunch money? He sounds 80 years old.
He sounds like Macho Man again.
I've been held back for 80 years. Please give me lunch money, please.
Hey, twerp, give me your lunch money. No.
That's perfect. See,
hey,
that's
twerp,
all.
give me your lunch money. You just got to put your shoulders in your ears. All right, listen, tune in 3 months where we do this bit again, but...
Tune in 3 months where I try to do this bit again, and he just screams, no!
Okay, I want you to do this other Patrick Warburton character, please. Thank you. I haven't gotten to a single one of my notes, by the way. We're an hour into this pod, and I have so much to talk about. Okay, picture this. I'm in Arkansas. I go once a month. This was from that bowling trip where I was with my whole family. We had a good time. I forgot to mention, on the road back, something happened that confused me, and I think it's a good idea for a product. Okay. I'm driving. Wife's in the passenger seat on her phone. I'm playing a game of speed limit's like 80, so I'm going about 89 miles an hour. You know, classic, you go 5 to 10 over the speed limit. If you go the speed limit, you're crazy. But anyway, so I'm about 30 miles from home finally, and it's a 2-lane highway. And for those of you who have never driven on a highway, you stay in the right lane. Unless you're passing, and then you pass and get back over, unless you're Kyle, and you stay in the left lane until you get to Kansas City Airport. So I'm staying in the right lane. And there's a rule, which is if there's an on-ramp, right? People are trying to get onto the highway. You should, everyone just bump over the left lane for a second, be polite, let the semis over, so they can merge on even easier. Maybe this isn't truly what you're supposed to do, but if it's not busy, go for it. It's really polite. The other rule is when you're coming on the on-ramp, what are you supposed to be doing, Kyle, that is so important that nobody does?
slowing?
Accelerating. You need to
Oops.
merge going the speed limit. The reason there's accidents and people have to slam on their brakes and swerve is because people on that on-ramp are going 40 goddamn miles an hour and they go, I'm going to merge now. And they cut off traffic that's going 85 miles an hour. And then they take forever to accelerate. You need to be accelerating up to speed on that on-ramp. And then relative velocity, you just, and you can come right in. It's so easy. It's not like a wall is hurtling towards me. So anyway, I go in and get into the left lane. This car is trying to pass a semi, so a semi is forced to fuck over all the cars on the off ramp. He can't get to the left lane because an asshole's passing them at the last moment. The car flies past. Immediately, the semi passes the off ramp, and a car going 45 miles an hour is pissed behind the semi going slow. And semi, red car, they're in the right lane going about 45 miles an hour. I'm hauling ass going 85 because I am the flow of traffic. I am in the left lane and I'm coming. And then suddenly the red car goes, man, this semi's going slow, and just going 45, doesn't look around and just merges right in the fucking front of me. I slam on the brakes. We lunge forward. I have to slow down from 80 to 50 in 2 damn seconds in a 2014 Chevy Cruze.
Harkin? Are you harkin?
I am laying on the horn. I am flipping the bird. And then after she passes the semi, she gets back in the right lane. Okay. And then I go, okay, I need to get around this person. But first, I need them to know they're a piece of shit. I need to get a look at this person and see what's going on. Because they were just oblivious. They don't even acknowledge that if I didn't react in time, there was an accident. The end. And so I pull up beside them, bird ready, other hand on the wheel and on the horn. I'm doing this. Wife is looking over, and we get to the window, and I see maybe a 28-year-old woman with a Big Mac in both hands, and she's jaw unhinged, taking the biggest bite of the sandwich. So she doesn't even see me flipping her off. I immediately put my hand down, and and we both just bust up fucking laughing because she doesn't know she almost died. She's double fisting a Big Mac, no hands on the wheel, cutting off a semi, going 50 miles an hour on the goddamn highway. And just,
as far as
I didn't expect to just see a Big Mac. Who drives with a fucking Big Mac? She wasn't even a big woman or anything. She was just like, I don't know, like, but just this Big Mac. And Priscilla was like, do you think she just keeps that in the passenger seat so when somebody gets angry at her, she eats it and it confuses them? And I go, that's genius. A distraction Big Mac. You have it ready. Somebody goes to flip you off or confront you, and you just go, oh, and it stopped me in my tracks. I immediately wasn't angry anymore, and I was just confused by this woman's lifestyle on the highway, double fisting a Big Mac. What's crazy was I could tell it was a Big Mac because her jaw was so unhinged, she's squeezing it, and I could see the middle bun, and then I could see the buns and meat flaying out in her mouth, trying to like tame it. Again, she's on the highway going 30 under, cutting off a semi and cutting me off in the process.
Second she hears horns harking, it's just a plastic Big Mac she has just for that moment.
Like, I'm prepared for a flip-off battle. She's going to acknowledge me. I'm going to acknowledge her. Couldn't have been more oblivious. And I was like, how do you leave the house being this oblivious to the world around you? I was no longer angry. I was just worried for her.
I do the same thing, but I try not to be oblivious.
You know what Priscilla said? You know who else would eat a Big Mac in the car? I go, who? She goes, Teal. I went, you're probably right.
I've eaten plates of spaghetti and meatballs on the way to work before.
That was her. I tried to defend you, and I go, no, because like with the Cheetos, he does a fork, and she goes, Trey, he's eating soup while driving. He's mentioned this on the podcast, and go, yeah, you're right. He would eat a Big Mac. It's just a crazy driving food. Like, pick a quarter pounder or any but a Big Mac is just anyway. It really upset me and left me thinking about that woman for like a week.
Imagine if you had hit her and just
Big
imagine
Mac
her
flying splaled. It's like the Always Sunny episode. It's the serial defense, but it's the Big Mac. Priscilla still thinks about it. She still thinks you're crazy for using a fork with the Cheetos. I defend that behavior while driving. She goes, you should just use your hands. And I go, but then you get Cheeto dust everywhere. And she goes, no, you just don't touch those fingers on that. And I go, nah, I respect the fork.
The Cheeto Puffs are so dusty. For anybody who doesn't know this, when you eat a bag of Cheeto Puffs, just use a plastic or a metal fork and stab into the bag, and you'll get a Cheeto and eat it that way, and you get no Cheeto dust whatsoever.
I've witnessed this. Yeah, she was like, no, because if you stab a Cheeto with a fork, it would just break. You can't do that. And I was like, I've witnessed this. He can do it. It's so you need to just, in the middle of driving to Kansas City, me and Priscilla up front, just crink. And then Priscilla just looks back, and you're just devouring it with a fork, and you go, you want one?
How many people do you think die on a daily basis because they choke on food while eating driving?
Choke on food while eating driving. 7. What's the right answer?
I don't know, but seven is an oddly specific guess.
Choking on food while driving.
Because either A, you die choking and then your car just like drives into the side of a building, or B, while you're choking, you can't focus and you get in a wreck.
Yeah, I don't know how, because the speed of things has to be just right. You have to be driving so carefully that you're saying the choking kills you, but not the driving erratically while choking kills you. That's I don't think the coroner separates it. I think they're just like, yeah, they crashed, and at some point they were eating food. Hold on.
They're doing the autopsy, and they notice Big Mac in your throat, and they're like,
How many people die of choking on food while driving? Surely Google has the answer.
It's going to say 7.
There is no official stat. No shit. Okay, the number of people who die from choking on food while driving. Well, the exact real-life number is not isolated in a federal database. We understand the scope of this risk. Okay, roughly 5,000 to 5,500 people die from choking each year. And that's low, right?
That feels low.
5,000 in a year in all of the U.S. So if I die of choking, I suck. Dude. Can
you imagine living your whole life and you're taken out by something that you trusted so dearly?
Oh,
food.
no. You don't have to worry, but the vast majority, 90% of the 5,000 people who choke, is elderly people who live alone. Bet you feel like a butthole now.
I guess it's good that we don't let old people drive then.
We stop the old people from driving. What? Oh, because they'd be
choking.
Stop
old people from driving because they'd be snacking and they'd choke.
Eating behind the wheel is heavily classified under distracted driving. Distracted driving claims over 3,000 lives annually.
That's bullshit, because there's a big difference between me eating Cheetos and me being on my phone watching Fortnite compilations.
I think it's a spectrum, but everything on that spectrum is bad.
Cheetos is as bad as watching movies on your phone?
Criminally, they should treat it the same. I don't want an officer... Like, how are you to say what's more distracting? I'm just saying both deserve a fine. And I'm going to continue eating while driving. But yeah, if the cop wants to be like, hey, you were eating a quarter pounder deluxe with extra tomato while driving, I'm going to call that distracted driving. I'd be like, that's fair enough. I'm going to keep doing it, but that's fair enough. I wouldn't think that's crazy. So I don't know, probably 200. I'll say 200 people. No, that's still 5,000 choking deaths. It's got to be rare that it happens while driving.
It's got to be one. It's one person a year. The lucky person.
The lucky person.
The lucky person.
Do you think they each year they put in a trophy case what food they were eating? Like what an honor it is? Or is it always the same food? Like it's always a meatball. And it was like another person followed Kyle's footsteps and ate spaghetti and meatballs while driving.
It's got to be a specific food. What is the last thing you ate that you choked on?
Hold on. You say this as if I should have an answer in what, the last year?
Yeah.
When did you choke last, buddy? Let's go down this road.
A few weeks ago, I was eating some tricks. Those sons of bitches turned them into balls. They're easier to choke on now.
But they're the size of like a medicine pill. You can't choke. No, I refuse to believe you choked on tricks this week.
It got lodged.
It's soggy. It's milky. It's flaky. It's oaty. It's designed to disintegrate in your mouth almost instantly.
I
Buddy,
tore in as fast as I could before it gets soggy.
You're going to be one of the 5,500. Gee, you saying tricks blew my... You could have said 100 other foods. We could have played a game right there. I might put an edit. Guess the food. And then you go, tricks. And they go, shit.
Can you imagine if I was eating tricks driving and I died, and then the coroner, as he's inspecting my body, he's like...
Tricks are for kids.
Tricks are for kids.
I get mauled by a tiger while eating fucking Frosted Flakes. What an idiot, right?
I remember scaring my mom horribly as a kid because one day I was eating fried chicken, and in the middle of it, I decided that it would be a fun bit to chew loud. Like, that was just a childhood game, was to chew loud.
Mm-hmm.
So I was eating fried chicken and I was going, gung, 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 gung. Because as a kid, I'm like, this is funny. I'm just chewing loud. And my mom runs up and grabs me to like Heimlich me. And I'm like, what are you doing? And she's like, you were choking. And I'm like, no, I was chewing loud. She's like, what?
It's like the kids that pretend to drown at the pool. And it's like, come on, man, stop it. Every time I go to the lake, there's at least 3 kids. I'm drowning. Maybe they are. Maybe they're always drowning. But they're always not. They're always not drowning. And I'm like, you're an insane person. I definitely did that. I think every kid's pretended to drown. Like, did you ever do that?
Every kid's pretended to chew loud.
Dude, anytime I was at a public pool, at some point, you get bored and you go, I wonder what I would look like if I was dead in the water right now. And you go face down, you go limp, your limbs sink, and you just lay there for a second. And you go, I wonder how long till somebody saves me. And you're there for like a minute and you go, man, I could be dead right now. I should learn to swim quickly. Usually how that goes. What were we talking about? Tricks. I've only ever choked on something once. And there's the problem when you're choking. You don't want to be embarrassing. I bet most people choke because they're just like, I don't want to bother anybody.
I don't want to be a nuisance.
I could definitely be at a dinner with somebody and choke and die, and they're like, why didn't you help him? It's like, he kept eating, actually. He asked for more. He went, I want more. he seemed like he was being, because you're like, I don't want to be a baby about it. What if I'm not choking? I can take care of this. I don't want to make a scene or anything. I was probably like 12 with my brothers. We're eating Chinese chicken takeout, and big pieces of chicken. You're supposed to cut them up, cashew chicken. And my brothers were cutting them up on their plate all neatly, and I was like, pussies, because, you know, that's what boys do. And I go, you don't need to do it. It's a bite-sized chicken. And I, to confidently prove this to them, tilt my head back and then grab a big piece of chicken and then do this. And it just slides off the fork, passes my tongue and my teeth, and just right in the back of my throat. And my brothers just kind of stared at me, and nobody said anything. And I and just hit myself in the gut enough that it spilled on my plate. And my mom walked in, and we never said anything. I don't know if they remember it. I don't know if they were ever going to tell my mom I was choking or not. But that really sucked. For like 30 seconds, I went, oh my God, I'm going to die like an asshole.
I love the idea of not getting shit for it. They're like, nah, that was your punishment.
Yeah. They also they were like 8 years old. I was stunning on 8 years old. 8-year-olds. About how to eat chicken. It wasn't even that cool. Speaking of eating food, good segue, Trey. WAMO Wednesdays is going to be a thing. Yeah?
No, that was just me doing my nerd,
WAMO Wednesdays is going to be a thing. What is that? Well, it's where we do community stuff. We're bringing back the subreddit. You go to the subreddit. You're going to post your fridge. Post photos of your fridge. We're going to review your fridge, okay? We're going to give it
Inside.
the inside. We want another week. You can do outside and inside, but inside more specifically. We want to see what foods you got in there, how gross or clean it is, how you organize it, what brands you're buying. We will be being mean about it, so just letting you know that. Don't dox yourself, but post to the subreddit photos of the inside and outside of your fridge, and we will review them on the first WAMO Wednesday. And at the end of that WAMO Wednesday, we'll say, post this to the subreddit, and then bippity boppity boop, that's a show.
Somebody's gonna have a gross ass fridge.
I took a peek. Yep. We've got a few submissions already, but we could always use more. So yeah, post to the subreddit r/WAMO podcast, WAMO pod. Either way, it's linked down below and it's on the screen right now as I'm saying it. So join that. Look at the fridges, comment on the fridges, post your fridge. Now you say something.
Apparently the subreddit was had been locked by mistake or something.
Yes. I told everyone to post about it a week ago, and people went, "It's locked." And I went, "Huh? Excuse me?" And I looked and I could see it, but I couldn't, nobody could post to it. And so apparently it had been inactive for so long that Reddit just turned off posting because they thought it was unmoderated subreddit. So I had to message Reddit admins and say, "Can I have my subreddit back?" And they went, "Yeah, sure." So that was a small
I
issue.
swear there will be fridges on here soon.
Yeah, don't worry, guys. This is not a train wreck. God, anything else happened to you this week, buddy?
Not really. Been kind of eventful. I'm about to do a deep clean of my house to prepare for you.
Didn't you just move into this house?
Well, yeah, but I got underwear on the floor. I got toilet paper on the floor. I got.
Oh yeah, you keep your bathroom toilet paper floor on the floor. You also have your stream room pile of toilet paper. Oh man, we might stay at a hotel.
Have you ever been invited to somebody's place and they had plenty of time and then you got there and it was like a pigsty? Like they didn't clean it at all.
Childhood sleepovers every time.
Oh.
I was never more appreciative of my mom's OCD style cleaning growing up than when I went to a friend's house and I went, "Oh, this is how the other side lives." Like up and down the stairs, just laundry. Like you couldn't step on a step going upstairs without stepping on laundry. I just thought dogs running up and down the house, fur on everything. The leather of the couch is peeling off because the cats are scratching at it. They don't care. There's drinks being left out. Oh, I have to take a shit. I get so itchy. Yeah, it's a problem. Luckily, as an adult, great friends, great house. Bryant has a lovely house. Always hosts us. Very clean. His cats are well potty trained. They have a fancy toilet.
I mean, I don't have to clean. I mean, it's just you.
Exactly.
You.
I would be really funny is if you don't clean and you ask me can you tell if I cleaned, yes or no? And I go, "Wow, Kyle looks great." And you go, "Shit, I guess I didn't have to clean anyway."
I didn't really have to clean at all.
Just don't go in that room. Just don't go in that room specifically, please.
I always have one closet that is the cram everything in closet. Like all the clothes that aren't on hangers, all the random stuff, it just gets shoved into that one closet.
Huh. That would freak me the fuck out. I don't think we could be roommates. Knowing that there's a pile closet would upset me. I don't think I have a pile closet.
Everybody's got a pile closet.
I have the stream room closet here, but everything's neatly in totes. I just have a mountain of totes in there, which is okay.
You hoity-toity.
Yeah, everything's all. Priscilla asked me for years to put everything in totes, and I was like, "It's the same amount of shit," but now I've spent $100 on plastic. And finally, one year I did, and I went, "All right, this is really convenient," but also I'm mad that I spent $100 on plastic.
I have totes, but it's mainly for my Barbie collection. My grandma passed down her Barbie collection to me. I am in possession of many rare limited time Barbies from the 60s, 70s, and 80s that will one day pay for my retirement.
How difficult would it be to show me in the podcast one of these limited time rare Barbies? Do you have like suffragette Barbie? Do you have Susan B. Anthony Barbie?
I've got the Wizard of Oz Barbie set. I've got some old ass Barbie sets. Now they aren't. I wouldn't say mint condition because the second my grandma gave them to me, I literally just threw them all in the totes.
They were
But
made
they are
with
in
lead
box.
paint and asbestos.
Probably they are in boxes, but another thing that I have that was passed down to me that I really want to use but would actually kill me is from, I think it's late 60s, early 70s. They're like McDonald's cooking sets where it's almost like those Play-Doh cooking sets where you put the Play-Doh through the thing.
Yes.
But it's real and it comes with like real ingredients. So there's like
Oh.
real ice cream mix, real like stuff mix in there. That at this point is now maybe like 30, 40 years old.
So
And
you can
I've
still
thought
eat
about
it.
like I've considered like making it.
Yeah. Well, I would do that with you. We could get food poisoning for a day. I've done it before. Like, it's not going to kill you. It will make you violently vomit for about a day or two, but you'll be okay.
I have all this old stuff and I'm like, do I tear into it for fun or do I wait 40 years and sell it to some moron?
So, is your whole family collectors of niche things? Because Kyle here will be like, guys, I got to save money. And then he'll be like, oh my God, there's a $900 golden Sonic being sold in Japan for the limited time run of the third movie featuring Jim Carrey as an add-on. And he'll be like, it ships in 9 months. I hope it gets here.
I canceled all my subscriptions, including Spotify, and then that week they did release a limited time Sonic the Hedgehog figurine that I pre-ordered immediately.
Dude, people be like, Trey, you watch Widow's Bay? No, my friend Kyle canceled his Apple TV Plus subscription so he could buy a $900 minifig.
I will say, I did go insane and I had to redo my Spotify subscription because I couldn't handle it anymore. It was unbearable.
I just love the audacity of being like, I need to save money. What do I do? Ah, yes, I'll cancel my $15 Apple subscription and then continue to spend $900 on minifigurines. Finally, balanced checkbook. Ben Shapiro said, stop buying coffee every morning. He said nothing about Sonic figurines.
Is that nothing about it?
Anything else this week with you?
Nope.
All right. Well, it is time for America's favorite segment, the World Cup.
Here's a timestamp at the top of the screen. Go ahead if you would like to skip ahead.
Germany lost to Paraguay, and that's a big deal. That's that. What's a sport that you care about?
The Portal 2 of sports.
Okay, imagine if Gladys lost to the Mike Wazowski robot from the co-op story mode.
That's insane.
That's exactly what happened in Germany versus Paraguay.
Wow.
Germany, a superpower of the sport. You couldn't even point Paraguay out on a map. What continent it is on?
Is it next to Uruguay?
It's next to Uruguay.
Why do they have one that's Ur and one that's pair? Oh, because it's the second one. They're a pair.
That's exactly right.
That's funny.
The way that I remember it is Paraguay looks like a penis. And slightly to the southeast of it is Uruguay, which looks like a puddle of urine. So Uruguay and penis Paraguay. And that's how I know where they are in South America.
There's worse ways to learn.
I just have fun little, riddles in my head. Like Chad. Chad is a country in Africa, and it looks like a man who has a strong jawline who would be a Chad.
It does look like the Chad.
Yeah, and west of him is a country called Cameroon. which happens to be the pack of cigarettes he smokes because Cameroon is shaped like smoke coming from his mouth. And that's how I know
Oh.
Cameroon is west of Chad. And then he has
I
the Central
remember-
African Republic, which because it's central, that's his neck collar.
Ooh.
I know.
And then you have Djibouti. Looks like his butt.
Yeah, well, no, it's way too far east. Djibouti is the urethra of Eritrea. See how easy that is to remember?
No.
Eritrea, Djibouti. Yeah, see, now you get it. Croatia sounds like crocodile, which means it goes to Bosnia and Herzegovina. So Bosnia and Herzegovina is inside of the crocodile-shaped Croatia. Huh?
I know where Italy is because it looks like a shoe.
It looks like a stripper boot.
Yeah.
It looks like a sexy woman's leg. Do I have any others? No, nope, that's all of them. No. I know all the countries, but I've got lots of little rules to remember all of them. But anyway, Germany went home. Tonight, Mexico played Ecuador in Mexico City. Huge home field advantage. The Mexican fans found out where Ecuador team was staying last night, and thousands of fans pulled up their cars and honked around the hotel, blared air horns to keep the Ecuadorian players up all night so they'd be tired for their game today, which they did in fact lose.
That's
That's
they
awesome.
didn't get a good night's sleep.
Yeah, home field advantage. That's what they mean.
I saw Brazil beat Japan, so they get Hatsune Miku now.
Exactly.
That's the
They
rules.
won her in the divorce. That's the rule now. And then in some pettiness, some countries are crazy when they lose. Like, if you found out Team America gets knocked out, I believe it's tomorrow night. What do you think America how should we react?
Who's our opponent?
That's a good question. I believe we are playing. I should know this off the top of my head, but I don't remember. There's 4 games a day. Oh, we're playing Bosnia and Herzegovina. 2 teams.
Bosnia and who?
Bosnia and Herzegovina. Bosnia
why
and Herzegovina.
You're making that one
It's
up.
the country I just said was inside of Croatia.
Oh.
Croatia's the crocodile and it eats Bosnia and Herzegovina, and that's how they're shaped.
Oh.
Yeah, Bosnia and Herzegovina. I believe they were previously part of Yugoslavia.
Ooh.
I know. Anyway, so America loses tomorrow in the round of 32. We're in the tournament round. What do you think America as a country's? How should we respond?
Fireworks.
Okay. Uruguay just barely didn't qualify for the tournament rounds. They lost last week. They struggled to win a single game. And in response, the country of Uruguay canceled all of their flights home and told them if they wanted to come back, they had to pay for their own commercial flights.
Oh.
So 30 players, all the coaching staff, their home country said, find your own way back home.
That's kind of wow.
Is that not insane?
Wow.
And apparently, I was like, the soccer fans gonna be pissed. So I go to the World Cup subreddit. People were like, dude, they did suck that bad. And I was like, really? We're all on the side of the country just being like, because they all fly their private fucking, like, you know, the country pays for it. They're representing them. But then they go, I don't know. Find your own way back home, idiots. You suck.
I mean, at least they weren't like, don't come back. They were like, you can come back, but, you know, you're going to have to find your own way.
You're going to have to finance it. Yeah. And then South Korea, upon their exit from the World Cup, the government of South Korea announced a full-scale investigation into the team's loss. Right. What the fuck does that mean? I think assuming that, like, they must have rigged it, there's no way they could have sucked that much unless they were doing it intentionally to throw the match. So now the government is investigating the players because of their suck.
If I lost a competition and then learned that the government was going to be investigating my, like, abilities...
Because of how bad... you're throwing a discus, and you find out the government's going to investigate how badly you threw the discus, because there's no way you could have done it that bad unless you did it on purpose.
Oh my god.
So yeah, there's been
It
some
was nice
pettiness
for that little bit where all the countries were just like being bros.
before people got eliminated, but now we're in this sad stage where miracles are happening and mistakes are happening. It is crazy. What sucks about Japan going is they were doing all that nice stadium cleaning. Every Japan fan would stay behind with their own trash bags, clean up the stadiums. It sucked. Netherlands got sent home. They've been in Kansas City for 3 weeks. That's been crazy. They have this wonderful song. They all wear orange. They've been wonderful friends to Kansas City. They have to go home now. But Norway, oh my god! And Erling Haaland, amazing. He's my new favorite person in the world. You big Erling Haaland fan?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yep.
god, he's 7 feet tall, but he can run fucking 80 miles per hour. He can do the bicycle kicks and flips, and he's just a tank lineman running through these smaller soccer players. And he's Norwegian, and the crowd is basically just Vikings, just from Norway. And their only chant is one guy just beats a drum slow, and they go, roll, roll. And the whole crowd just rose, and it's awesome. But luckily, Norway made it, so they're going to the round of 16. It is winner take all right now. It's going to be over in 2 weeks. We have 32 teams. We're going to go down to 1 in just a couple weeks, and I'm
Who's
very
winning?
excited. I want America. They have
What do we
this
get?
big. Huh?
What do we get?
The trophy.
What else?
That's it.
A trophy?
Yeah, we get international bragging rights that our soccer program is better than the others.
How much does it cost? Can we sell it?
Probably like a few bucks, right? We could trade it for like a couple of your Barbies.
We could sell it to like Norway and maybe get a little moolah or something.
Get a little moolah. I mean, I think it's made out of like gold. We could probably just melt it down. But yeah, I finally yesterday got to the point where I understood soccer enough that I could scream and get invested in it. And I was driving in my car and I had it pulled up on YouTube TV on my phone. I wasn't looking at it, but I had it playing over the radio so I could listen to the call. Oh my god. And Germany and Paraguay, they were 1-1 for the full 90 minutes. Oh, they got to go into overtime. They had 30 minutes to the clock. Still 1-1. So what do? They go to the penalty shootout. And it's basically just one guy kicking against one goalie back and forth until somebody gets a fucking point. And Germany misses. The Europeans making the call. It's way over. Paraguay just needs to kick it to make full-scale revolutionary success for Paraguay. They've never made it to the round of 16. Germany have made it every single time for the past 80 years. They've never lost a penalty shootout. And then I just hear, go, and just, and I like punched the roof of my car and I screamed for Paraguay. And I went, fuck yeah. I still don't understand offsides. But other than that, I am in.
Good for them. Good for them.
And
Good for them.
here's the timestamp where people would have fast forwarded who did not want the World Cup talk. Glad to have you guys back.
That was the craziest shit, though. I didn't realize how many people die.
Yeah, JD Vance had to sub in because one of our players got injured.
That's crazy. Like,
Yeah.
absolute bloodbath. Like, honestly, heartbreaking.
Absolute bloodbath. Speaking of bloodbaths, we've been watching the Jackass movies. We just watched 2.5. Kyle, they can only watch it on Patreon. It will not see YouTube. What would
Might be.
How would you sell people? You have to sell people on the Patreon based off Jackass 2.5 and go.
So you're telling me that you will have no way to make that YouTube safe? Because trust me, I believe that. That was like
Okay.
one of the most vile
I'll send you
films.
the footage if you want to figure it out.
That was one of the most vile. It's like all the footage that couldn't make it into Jackass 2 got its own like DVD release, and it's like just the most disgusting. Oh, I think the worst thing I've ever seen that probably takes the cake, and I don't know if the cake will ever be not taken, was they bring out the guy and he has like the world record for longest fingernails. He's been growing them for like 50 to 60 years.
How often do you think he
like,
cleans them?
Probably not enough. Probably not enough. and they're real long and they're curling, and he has to like carry a big like paper sack over them.
It reminds me of
And,
salad fingers a little bit.
It's exactly like that. It's repulsive. And they decide that they are going to have a guy sit under him and have the guy pour beer over his hand, let the beer run down his nails,
Ugh.
and then the guy under him catches it in his mouth as it drips off of his nails.
As you're describing it, I gagged a little bit.
It's oh.
And then Steve-O just vomiting next to him, and all the nice Indian women are just appalled and running away off set.
And he's like, "Stop throwing up! You're scaring all the women away!
You're scaring the huns."
So if you got the
yeah, if you
good
got
luck.
the $5 burning a hole in your pocket and want to see that with us talking over it. So anyway, we that's what we've been up to, guys. But let's get to what the audience has been up to. Kyle, when moving to a new place, what are the first things and last things you pack?
When I move,
Yeah. When am I moving?
The first thing you need is you're gonna want chair, something to sit. You're gonna need at least one chair, and you're gonna need your flat screen TV, and you're gonna need a video game console. And then, frankly, everything else is just bonus. Because once you have a chair, a TV, and a video game console, you can play movies while you're doing stuff. You can sit and take a break with the video game. Everything else doesn't even need to come out of the box until like 2 months later.
Interesting. I do the complete inverse. I leave basically this room for very last, that way to the very last moment. Even though I don't have a living room, my wife has already moved. Until that internet gets turned on at the new place, I am here with this setup. It is not leaving until the internet is transferred, and then that day I'm shoving everything in the back of my RAV, and then I'm taking it over there.
I need that background noise. I need to hear Simpsons or MXC while I'm unpacking.
So for Kyle, all of the tech is first, and for me, it's dead last. For me, it's dead last because I also want to ride with it. Like, because first, 8 people are moving. There's the U-Haul truck. Things are going in their vehicles. I can't be productive of stuff yet without slowing things down. So I leave the most important things for last so I can personally put them in my car and personally drive them over that way. Because if somebody else breaks my PC, I don't want to ruin that relationship. I need to be responsible if it drops. People like, oh, let me carry it. And I go, no, it's not worth the cost of our friendship if you drop it.
Yeah. I got invited to help somebody move this week.
Yeah.
But it's just a children's playground.
You got? Huh?
I have to move a children's playground with a broken arm. So it's going to be fun.
What do you mean a children's, like a park? Are you installing a park?
It's one of those like the ones you can buy for kids.
You're talking about like
little...
it's got the slide on the end and it's attached to the swing set, and at the end it has that double swing?
Yeah.
Classic.
The storm knocked it over, so we have to get it back up and move it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not that bad. I thought you were just installing a kiddie park. When going to a new city, what is the first thing you try or look for? Food. Go to Kansas City, you try the barbecue. You go to New York, you try the immediate, before you even check into your hotel, food.
That's the only reason to really go anywhere is for food.
I was about to say, I want to stay at the hotel. I want to DoorDash food from places that I can't DoorDash from at home. I'm going to watch ridiculousness, maybe some catfish, and then I'm going to go home 3 days later, and I will feel wonderful. How many kindergartners could you beat in a fight unarmed? 20.
1, 2, 3. 20's too much.
20's not too much.
20's too much because once they start dogpiling and
Right.
stomping,
If I wield a child, though, does that count as being armed? Like, can I utilize the children as weapons?
I think beating children with a child is frowned upon.
Right, but it's also frowned upon to fight 20 children in the first place. So I've already, I'm fighting for my life.
I think it's self-defense, but like it's like if somebody's mugging you, if you ripped off their arm and started beating them with it, people are just like, listen, man.
That's badass.
that rule.
Like, it depends. Are we fighting in a boxing ring and I just have to make them tap out or be knocked out? Or is it to the death? Is it a blood? If it's a bloodbath, I can take 20. I'm immediately taking up one by the legs. His head is flailing like a mace. And I'm sweeping motion like a scythe taking out grass.
In that case, yeah, probably about 20.
About 20. About 20.
Second they start biting, though, it's like, ooh, just got to pick them up and throw them.
Yeah, I think most people say like in the hundreds, that's crazy because it's just the overall. It's the same thing with the gorilla thing. Eventually, it's a numbers game. The numbers always win at a certain point, but I think 20 would be my limit.
If I was involved in a 1 million men versus one gorilla scenario and all the other men had died, I would give the gorilla a look where I just be like, we're both tired. Let's just... And then I would give him a hug.
You try to pretend to be a fellow gorilla. You start just role playing. You're like, ooh, ah. Damn, we really showed those guys, didn't we? Galaxy says, can you wish my sister happy birthday? Her birthday is on the 4th of July, and I'm not going to her party, so say happy birthday instead of me.
Happy birthday, you!
Yeah, we didn't really
That's
get
so
a name
cool.
there.
Every one of your birthdays, everybody does fireworks for you? That's so cool.
That is, what do you think the best holiday to share with a birthday is? I think it might be the 4th of July.
4th of July, I feel like a Halloween birthday would be so much fun.
I say Christmas is the worst one.
Yeah, Christmas is like,
if you have
everybody...
Yeah, Ethan has one a week after Christmas, and even then, it still gets bogged down, and I feel so bad. If you basically have a December birthday, you're screwed.
Essentially, the further your birthday is away from Christmas,
oh yeah,
the better it is.
Which is why 4th of July primed. It's summer, people already gathering anyway, and he goes, ooh, let's bring a cake for the 4th of July, which we do all the time. We have like 3 July birthdays in my family, so every 4th of July, there's some birthday being celebrated.
I realized like every one of my coworkers was born in like June or July.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever played the Where Did My Parents Bang game?
Yeah, so all your coworkers, they banged in October on Halloween? Is that what I'm realizing?
I guess so, yeah. This is a fun game anybody can play, which is go back 9 months from your birthday and try and guess what was the occasion they were banging for. Was it a Halloween costume party? Was it a Christmas party? Maybe it was, super hot outside in the summer, so they had to stay indoors. It's like there's so many possibilities.
I play a much more upsetting version of this game, which is you might see 2 strangers in public, maybe at the McDonald's, maybe at the park, maybe at the movie theater, okay? They're dating. That's already a thing. You're like, oh, okay. If they have a kid with them, I cannot help but in my head go, oh, they fucked. Oh, they fucked, and I wonder how. And then I am like, huh, is he good at it? What's that like? And I can't help myself. The moment it's confirmed that nut was in a woman from this man, especially if they like it's because I'll see the man, I go, no way. But then they have a kid, and I go, hold on. Now I have 100% confirmation. I can't help but immediately go there.
You're literally the meme where you're like you have a kid, but that means my man.
It's not like it's just more like scientific and intriguing. Like Facebook, somebody from school be like pregnancy announcement, and I go interesting. Because I'm in my head, nobody's having sex. It's all a simulation until there's a new person spawning in. That's the only time there's confirmation that anybody's having sex. Otherwise, we're all lying to each other. But the moment a child exists or a pregnancy announcement, I go, hold on. You're what now?
You've been doing what?
You've been doing what with him? That's crazy. Ugh. I'm like, we had dinner together that one time, and you guys are doing that? That's putrid. We're human beings. Let's see. During the pod, you, son, mentioned going to a convention, and on the topic of conventions, I'm going to one on Thursday, Anime Expo. Sun and Teal, do you guys have any interesting convention stories or experiences that haven't been mentioned on the pod yet? Also, brought up during the pod, Rooster Teeth, they made internet web shows. Did you guys watch it anyway? Okay. So first, conventions. Do you have any convention stories? Yeah.
I would like to go to more conventions. The only ones I've been to were like TwitchCon and the occasional like a local little convention, like a dorky one.
Right.
They have a lot of Oklahoma ones where they'll bring out like voice actors or like artists.
That's the problem with living in the Midwest. There's no major conventions really. Sometimes Kansas City does some big ones. That's kind of a newer thing.
A lot of the big
really
conventions are like, you know, Comic-Con or like in Vegas or anime cons. And
the only conventions I've been to would be RTX in 2016, which would be the Rooster Teeth convention, which I went to because I'd been a fan for decades, and they're the reason, convolutedly, that I do this podcast now. Big inspirations. But at RTX was where I met the Game Grumps. I also made the weird connection that everyone famous is tall, and I immediately went, well, I won't be famous because I'm not tall. Like, everyone. It's weird. Like, Gus, Bernie, Jeff, Gavin, everyone from Achievement Hunter, and then Game Grumps, Aaron and Dan are both over 6 foot. And in my head, I was like, do I have to be tall to be? And that's so weird because you're behind a camera or behind a desk all day. How is height still like a factor? It's so interesting. But like, yeah, the vast majority were still over 6 foot tall. It was also
I always have the opposite effect where obviously they're tall, but for me, watching people on screens, they're like so big, they're so wide, and then you meet them in like you have like this perception of like how they are, and then like you'll see them in like real life and they'll just be like a normal human.
That was TwitchCon because even people that you didn't like, you'd see Tyler One or Mizkif or Extra Emily or E-Rob, and it hurts your brain a little bit to see something digitally flat 2D for so long and then see it 3D printed walking in front of you. It kind of hurts your brain a little bit. And at least for me at RTX, it was the first time I saw somebody that I looked up to or like met somebody that I looked up to. And it was good and bad, but it like immediately made me like, oh, it's just a regular fucking guy. Like I saw like Gus from Rooster Teeth just like hunched over in the corner texting on his phone. I'm like, that's just some jackass. I'm just some jackass. There's literally nothing special about these people, which is a good thing. I'm not saying that is like a bad thing, but it just made it that much easier to try and do things that I wanted to do. Whereas before I was like, wow, they're geniuses and special to be doing what they're doing. It's like, no, they're just regular people. And then, yeah, same thing for TwitchCon. That was the first time somebody asked me to sign something, which was cool. It was also the first time I was cool in a circle. There was that night on like the Vegas Strip where like tons of fellow small streamers had seen me on the big show and were like, dude, clearly clout chasing, and didn't actually watch me, but just knew that I was on the big game show. But it was really interesting. But then there was people that were like, dude, I love your stuff. And it was, I don't know. I feel like that's where I peaked, and that's why I stopped streaming, because I went, all right, well, that's all I needed. I'd spent 12 years trying to get that sort of thing, and then it happened at TwitchCon, and I think 2 months later, I announced I was soft retiring from streaming. Because it was like, all right, well, that was sick. I don't need to have $1 million. I literally just wanted to do that, and then it happened, and I went, oh, well, shit, that was a super achievable dream I had.
Well, now if it's any consolation, we have freaking customers at my work recognizing us from goddamn eating food, so
we're really going places. Oh, and then have I shared the story in the podcast about the crazy coincidence at RTX?
I don't know.
Okay. So already RTX, that's in Austin, Texas, very far from where I live. As we've said, like a 20-hour drive that me and Bryant made over that long night. Kind of niche, but not super niche, but also like if you ask the average person what it is, they don't know what it is. Anyway, I would go to a lot of George Watsy concerts all across Missouri for clubs of maybe 200 people. He's not very popular even to this day. I still go see him every year. I think I've seen him in concert 9 times. But I drove all the way east across Missouri to the northeast to St. Louis, 6 hours away from me, to the northeast, not to the south. Me and Bryant waited in line. We got first in line or like second in line, and there were these girls next to us, and we talked to them the whole time in line. We waited like 3 hours till gates open, and we didn't even exchange names, numbers, anything, but me and Bryant, they were nice. We were nice. We enjoy the show. We never see each other again. 2 years later, from St. Louis down, 24-hour drive south down deep into Austin, Texas for a completely different niche interest. Me and Bryant leave the convention hall early and are walking down the street of Austin, Texas towards a Whataburger. And there's a girl walking in front of us. And me and Bryant both at the same time nudge each other and we go, dude, because we vaguely recognize her. And we finally convince each other that it has to be her. And we go like, hey. And she turns around and her jaw drops and she's like, oh, shit. Because we look like men who have been following this woman for a couple. And she immediately recognizes us. And we just all like had a moment and talked about like, no shit, the Watsy concert. That's crazy. That's 4 states away, several years. And we're both side by side at the exact same moment. And then we just said goodbye. Again, didn't exchange names and numbers. I feel like we could have been friends, right? Or like they should be in the friend group or something. Yeah. In my head, I was like, how do we take that coincidence? Me, Bryant, and her share all these clearly very specific interests, and we go, all right, nothing there. To this day, I'm like, we should have done something with that. I don't know what we didn't do that we should have done, though. What would you do, audience? What are my options if there's ever a third run-in with this person, with me and Bryant?
You bump into someone again in another state, then that's definitely
4 states away from a group of 200 people with the same 2 people online, and then we're the same 2 people walking to the Whataburger for a complete. And I'm still and with Bryant in both those situations.
Whataburger brings people together.
Whataburger brings people together. So that would be definitely. I think that's most. I'm sure I've got some other convention stories, but I'd really have to think about it. When the podcast is being filmed, I'll be on my way to a trip I'm taking, and I'll be listening to it while still on the trip. It's a religious thing. 3 days of 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. sermons. I don't want to go, but whatever. Not the point of the question. My question was, what are some fun things to get up to when you take a trip to the big city? There's kind of a theme happening here. Eat the food.
What's the big city?
No, just the big city. They're going to a big city. It could be New York City or Kansas City or Philadelphia.
Food. Look up. There's always like some goofy places. Like I remember when I was in New York, they had like some cool like comic places. There might be like even Oklahoma City's got like some really cool old arcades. Just like look up some cool little touristy spots, but not touristy spots, just like neat spots.
I just go to museums. I've went to a lot of museums. They're nice. They're usually free. They're usually based off donations, so you just kind of give what you can. And it's nice. It's air conditioned. You learn stuff. It's not for everybody. I'm the annoying guy that actually sits and reads every plaque and goes one by one where everyone goes, whoa, and poses next to everything and goes through. And I'm like, hold on. I must experience everything in here first. I have to read every plaque and be pretentious.
That's what I do every time I go to the zoo. It's like, I've read this plaque 20 times, but I need to know how long an eagle's wingspan is.
If you're going to the city, there's eyes. You should make a flyer for the WAMO podcast and post it around the big city. This is actually a thing I did for the Twitch stream. Whenever Bryant got married in Colorado, we had to drive there. And so every time me and Priscilla stopped somewhere along the way, I had printed off flyers for my Twitch stream and would post them in the bathroom stalls that I would go to the bathroom in. I actually got like a dozen viewers out of it. One of them was like, yo, one of them was a chat was like, yo, this asshole puts flyers in bathrooms for self promo. What a piece of shit. And I was so proud. I was like, I'm not, that's what I wanted to happen.
every single person responding to you was on the toilet at that exact moment.
Yeah. That was the point. Yeah. It was like, if people are shitting in a public bathroom, they need entertainment. So I had a QR code right there. And it was like, and then it linked to a link tree, which had my TikTok and then my Twitch. So it was like, yo, if I'm not live, here's some highlights to watch while you poop. If not, watch me live. Pretty genius. WAMO audience, should we bring back the flyer idea for the podcast? I could make a new flyer and we could do a Reddit WAMO Wednesday, like funniest place the flyer ends up. I make a mean flyer. Best episode of SpongeBob. Oh, Krusty Krab pizza.
Classic. Otherwise, Band Geeks, Chocolate with Nuts,
Band Geeks.
Rock Bottom, Krusty Krab training video, Wet Painters.
Ripped his pants.
I could just name episodes.
God,
for
Wet
like
Painters
20
is so. It might be Wet Painters. It's weird to call a cartoon episode a bottle episode. I think that's a bottle episode, and it's really, really good. It's just SpongeBob and Patrick. Yeah, that's a great episode. It might be Wet Painters. That's a really good episode. What's your favorite episode, WAMO audience? Y'all fucking with Funyuns, says Jolly Crab.
I like Funyuns.
I like Funyuns. If you could have a Lego set designed around a moment in your life, what would you want it to be? Could be a funny stream moment, life event, etc., etc., etc.
My birth.
Yeah, like I thought you were gonna say my conception. You have Wouldn't you want something in your life that maybe you don't remember? You could get answers that way. You're like, what if it's like the day JFK got shot? Lego set. And Lego reveals who the shooter was with the Lego. Wouldn't that be crazy? You're going to pay $300 for the JFK get shot Lego set. You've got to put JFK together and then disassemble him in the right way.
Aww.
What do you mean, aw? It was 80 years ago. I mean, probably me proposing to Priscilla, probably. That'd be a really good Lego set. There was a woman down the hill playing a ukulele. There were these little adorable duck birds walking around. It was sunset. We were 10,000 feet up in the air on a volcano. That'd be beautiful. That'd be a really nice Lego set. I kind of have a Lego set. I got this thing made. I'm in the store. I don't think it exists anymore. It burnt up in the Maui fires. But they let you... It's like this Lego diorama set where you buy the diorama and then you buy personalized pieces, and we basically used it to recreate our engagement. And it's really cute and nice. It's one of my favorite things I own.
Aww.
So there you go. That or some big old titties.
I would be like working on the set and I'd get like halfway through and then lose interest and then I just have one titty.
It's missing half the areola. What else we got here? Dear Whammo, simple question. As someone asked, Macho Man, have you ever cried? And if so, what was like the worst time that you're comfortable sharing?
Ooh, I've cried 1,000 times. I'll cry 1,000 more. Ooh. Last time I cried?
I swear to God, if you choke more often than you cry, that's hilarious. You're like, who cries that often? There was one time I ran out of tricks, I guess. Because I had been choking on it.
Tricks. I had to throw the box out after choking on it, and I cried. It choked me out.
Have you cried in the last 7 days?
No.
I have.
Really?
I probably... Okay, we're not talking... We'll talk sobbing, and I've not sobbed, but cried probably weekly. All it takes is a TikTok. It's graduation, and they go, oh, and I won't be handing you your diploma. This man will. And then from downtown, it's her soldier brother back from the war. I don't know which war, one of the wars. And the girl sprints towards her brother and everyone starts clapping, and I'm pooping on the toilet, and then I'm crying, and I have to grab the toilet paper to wipe my tears, and then my butt, sort of a wet wipe situation. That's once a week minimum. Or literally the World Cup, when Ecuador qualified for the round of 32, I cried. I don't know. I really like seeing people do good things or be happy. It immediately makes me really happy and cry.
I can't argue. I've cried at commercials. Sometimes there will be like a TV commercial and it's like advertising like soup. But
are you talking about the Campbell's soup commercial where it follows her home and you're like, oh, please let the soup in. Let the soup in.
Let the soup
so
in.
Tragic.
Sometimes it was trying to sell me a product and it's like, aw. Can't remember the last time I cried.
Was it the Kylie Jenner Pepsi commercial?
It gets me every time.
That one gets you every time.
I will probably be crying within the next couple days because they put Movie of the Year for free on Amazon. They just added Sheep Detectives. And, of course, as the #1 spokesperson for Sheep Detectives, I now need to watch it.
Yeah. I'll have to check that. I've been watching a lot of the movie. Okay, that helps. What's the last movie you cried at? I cry at most. It could be a sweet moment in a fucking Jonah Hill movie will get me immediately. I don't even have to look that back. I'm watching movies. I think I cried at Dune the other day, which isn't really sad, but I think I cried at Dune just the other day.
I can't remember the last movie that made me tear up. The last movie that made me bawl for like 30 minutes it's called A Silent Voice. It's like the saddest movie ever. Oh my god.
This movie's terrible. So Priscilla wants to watch all the 28 Years Later movies, but she insists that we have to watch all the movies. So we had to watch 28 Weeks Later for the first time, which is not canon. And I told her that, and she goes, well, to go from days to weeks to years, we have to watch weeks. And I went, okay. And I had never seen it. I just knew it was shit, and that's why I hadn't seen it. We watched it for the first time. I rated it 1.5 stars, but I cried during the entire first 10 minutes. And I went, wow, this movie's underrated. People are stupid. But then the rest of the movie happened, and I went, oh no, this sucks. It has a great opening 10 minutes, which so does 28 Days Later. But then 28 Days Later is a great movie after that. But the rest of 28 Weeks is garbage. Bridesmaids. The day before that, I cried during. There's a sequence where he's eating carrot cake. And then I cried. I think I cried during Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. I watched that June 18th for the first time.
I think everybody cried after watching that.
Somehow he returned. It was upsetting. I cried a lot. Somehow Palpatine returned. And then there was a break. Didn't cry during that. Oh, I cried during Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. Every time. Project Hail Mary. There you go. That was a big cry. Biggest cry, I was almost sobbing. Spider-Man No Way Home. Me and Ethan, brothers, cheek to cheek, sitting in that theater. My wife to my right. Could not have been more embarrassed. Me and Ethan sobbed through the entire last third of that movie together. Just genuinely I think that is the hardest I've cried at a movie in a really long time.
Oh, good lord.
Every time I rewatch Ted Lasso, I cry during every single episode. Every single episode of Ted Lasso, every rewatch makes me cry at least once.
Every time I watch Ted 2, that little fairy chokes me up.
Fuck you, I love Ted 2. It's better than Ted 1. And it's a great franchise. They deserve more films. I don't think we want to talk about biggest cries ever. That just sounds depressing. I'm just so-and-so died, and I cried for 3 days. There you go. Your WAMO, I'm planning on going on a pretty big trip. Everyone's traveling right now. We've already answered big city. What are you packing? I'm planning
summer vacations.
some vacation all I ever wanted. I'm planning on going on a pretty big trip for the first time. This is the first time I'm fully planning the trip, including my plane ticket, and want to see if you have any advice for me. So this is Drago's first time planning their own trip. They've got to figure out the plane ticket. Any advice? What did you say?
Food.
Oh, I think you said poop.
Poop before you get on the plane. You do not want to go in an airplane bathroom.
There is no answer for how early is too early to get to the airport. That's step one. Anytime I thought I've shown up too early, I was definitely not too early. There was the time, me and you, we left for the airport 2 hours early. The Uber took forever. Security took forever. Vegas dogs took forever. And you then were getting Einstein bagels while our flight was boarding.
That must have been so stressful. I'm like, we have been.
I had
through
food
all this.
poisoning. I had COVID, and we're boarding the flight. And I was like, I think I'm leaving Kyle here in Vegas.
I really wanted my strawberry cream cheese bagels.
Because you texted me and you go, what kind of cream cheese do you want? And I gagged in my mouth because I had food poisoning and COVID. I was like, oh, you're like, what's? I go, get me a plain bagel. And you go, no smear? I go, no. I don't want.
No
I don't want.
smear?
I don't want fucking spreadable cheese right now. You're insane.
I have no idea how I did not get sick on that trip. That goddamn
Everyone
pocket taco
got.
saved
I mean,
my life.
Brew only got COVID. I got COVID and food poisoning. Real bad. I had not thrown up for 7 years of my adult life, and then that weekend I threw up. I think like 10 times before we got on that plane. That was rough. But yeah, you can't overplan. Do all your research. Any plane stuff you research, put Reddit at the end and just read the Reddit threads from people's actual experiences. Every big airport has its own subreddit. Those change daily and have updates like, hey guys, make sure to do this because this changes. Don't say the word bomb. It's not funny.
It's when you do that little questionnaire at the airport and it pops up and asks, are you a terrorist? And it says yes or no. Don't click yes. That's a trap. That's a trick.
Fool me once.
Fool me once. You will get on the plane and you'll have all this fun stuff in your bag. You'll have probably a Switch and some books and your movies loaded up on your phone. And you will just end up sleeping instead. You will just sleep.
Or just use one of the things. I pack 2 books, my Switch is charged, I download movies, I have a playlist ready to go, and then I sit there and I tell myself I'm going to read a book eventually, but I put on a movie and I just watch a movie the whole way there, and then I go, oh, we're here. And then on the way back, I go, I really should read my book. Ooh, look at that movie. And then I watch a movie on the whole way. I watch like 20 movies when I'm flying. I binge so much, because that's when you watch The Slop. That's when you watch that new animated Animal Farm movie, is when you're flying.
Yeah.
That's when you watch Palpatine Return. Bring an empty refillable water bottle. You can't bring liquids into the airport. But what people don't realize, you can, so long as it's not liquid, you could bring a foot-long sub sandwich to the airport. There's no reason to pay $40 for airport food. Kyle didn't know this, I think, until I told you about this. You can bring a fucking pack of tuna salad onto the plane into the airport. You can bring a foot-long sandwich. You can bring spaghetti and meatballs. There's no reason to buy food at the airport. It's going to be way too expensive. But just bring an empty water bottle. They'll let you through, and then once you're in the airport, you can fill it up, bring it on the plane. There you go. Easy peasy. Buy gum before you get to the airport to make your ears pop.
Yep.
Because they don't sell gum at the airport because they don't want you to have gum, because people are assholes, and on the plane when they're done with the gum, they put it under the seats. So they stop selling gum at the airport, so you want to bring your own to make your ears pop. Fuck people who fly too often and want the window closed. If you have the window seat, open that son of a bitch and experience the glory of flight. If they want to sleep so bad, they will bring them an eye mask. Are you anti-window open?
If you look outside, it reminds you that you're up high, and I'm scared of heights.
It's the opposite. I get nauseous if all the window... I need at least one point of reference. Otherwise, I get super motion sick and fearful.
The windows are closed. You can imagine that you're like on a bus.
which is what makes me motion sick because my body is shaking violently and the noise is just saying, Trey, this is not a bus.
Oh, I hate airplanes. I hate airplanes so much.
I think I like flying. I think that's a lie we convince ourselves. I don't think anyone's 100% not afraid of flying. I think you should have some fear of it. I think if you get on a plane and it's shaking violently, which they always do, especially when you fly to Vegas over the mountains. Yeah.
I think they should invent openable windows for airplanes. Like some way to make that happen, because imagine how relaxing a breeze from
like
a
a
window
Sunday
would be
drive.
on an airplane.
They hit a flock of seagulls and just feathers come flying in through the window.
Have like a really clear looking window that has like the fake window in front of it, and then you pull up the fake window and then it blows like fake AC on you to like just trick your brain.
It's not a bad idea. Oh, also, when they have the seatbelt sign on, I have learned that's a suggestion. They will do nothing to enforce that shit. They'll be like, shh, please never line up for the bathroom. It blocks us in case of emergency. The moment we are off the ground, there's a line of 30 people up in front of both bathrooms blocking fucking everything, oblivious to the world around them. It is shocking. When the flight lands, you do not stand up. They empty out row by row, so there's no reason to stand up before the front row gets off the plane, because otherwise you're just standing there like an asshole. Yep. There are people that try to cut in front. Let them. They're pieces of shit. They know it. They just don't care. Maybe they're missing a flight, in which case, oh well.
Don't get put on the no-fly list, because if you're on that, it's over.
If you have any questions, talk to the flight attendant. Literally, it's guaranteed there's at least 5 people that do not want to be on a plane every single flight. So you can be like, hey, what can I do? Hey, bring me a Sprite, a ginger ale. Hey, I might throw up. They might give you an extra bag or give you tools. You might say like, hey, even though the sign is on, I have a bladder thing. I'm going to have to go to the bathroom. I have to do that. I'm like, hey, I'll pee my pants in the seat. You have to let me go. And they're like, you might smack your head on the roof. And I go, that's fine. Dude, have you used an airport bathroom or airplane bathroom?
Never.
It's as close as you get to skydiving. It feels like you're outside the plane because there's no people around you.
I don't like the idea of my poop and pee falling on somebody.
That is how that works. It is terrifying because it shakes real bad in there. There's no seatbelt. There's no people to like help you. And like, you don't really hear the intercom. So like when it jolts, you're just like, is that a good jolt? And like, yeah, you're on the plastic toilet and it feels like on the other side of that plastic toilet is just air. And like, if you sit on the toilet too hard, you're going to fall out the bottom of the plane. But it's thrilling. I have a pee thing. I have to pee exactly every 90 minutes on the 90-minute mark, which means 4-hour flight. I'm getting up to pee at least twice. So I always get the aisle seat. I love the aisle seat.
I think planes would be more convenient if every single seat
was just a toilet.
toilet.
That'd be amazing. Don't pay extra for legroom unless you're like 7 feet tall. You're getting fucked. Unless you're paying for business Delta and you're getting a bed, it all sucks. Just get the cheapest flight from Spirit.
You're also coin flipping on whether you get a really nice, cool airplane or what will feel like the hottest room you've ever been in your entire life.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy how often you get on one and it's like, oh, okay. And they're like, okay, our vents aren't working. Deal with it. The other issue is the coin flip on if you're not riding with a row of 3 people, the stranger you get to sit by. I've had 50-50. They're either the first person ever to fly on a plane or they're a businessman who minds his business and it's awesome.
I just remember that one skit from I Think You Should Leave where where he had the one guy. He was on an airplane when he was young, and the one baby cried and ruined his trip. So he stalked that baby its entire life until it grew up, and then he got the seat behind him. Yeah, he just sits behind him the whole ride. He's like, wah, see how it feels? Do you like that? Wah. And the guy just puts on noise-canceling headphones for the whole trip.
Nothing makes me feel more like I'm on a TV show or on Seinfeld than when I board a plane and I hear, and you get to do the like gym camera look to a camera that isn't there, and you get to roll your eyes. It's like being in New York and eating a pizza and like seeing like a guy in a sweatsuit walk down the street. It feels unreal to be on a plane and hear baby crying. You go, oh, this is what the sitcoms warned me about. It sucks as much as they tell you, though. It sucks so much.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys, for watching this episode of the podcast. Let us know who won the voiceover competition. Post your fridges to the subreddit. What should Trey do about the crazy cat lady? Is Kyle an insane person that I dreamed up to think about my life and why I cry too much in therapy? I don't know. Kyle?
Everybody enjoy your vacations while I'm stuck here.
I'm vacationing to see you this weekend, buddy.
That's true.
That's true. Want to see the big city?
I should clean.
Looks at Barbie tote. All right, we're going to get out of here. Thank you guys for watching episode 45 of the podcast. We'll be back next week for episode 46. Goodbye.
Adios.
Yippee.
Oh.